Hi, hey, it's Michael Pilarski again with another Friends of the Trees Botanicals little video on medicinal plants. And today we just finished cleaning up this Joe Pye weed, Eupatorium, purpureum, and oftentimes called Joe Pye weed. I believe Queen of the Meadow comes to mind as well. It's one of the tallest and most rambunctious, you might say, or vigorous of all the perennial herbs. This is a 3-year plant, and you can see that's really got quite a nice root system after 3 years. This has been grown on a berm, a hugelkultur berm, so a little bit maybe better than some spots. So it's called gravel root is another common name, and there's 2 reasons for that. One is because it's for helping get rid of gravel in the system. That's like gallbladder stones, kidney stones, you got gravel in the system. So I don't understand the mechanisms, but at any rate, that's one of the uses. You can look up other uses online, and usually it's the root that's sold. The other reason it's called gravel root, I'll just demo a couple of cuts here. Got a nice machete here. Okay, so here's the inside of the root, and this root is one hard root. That's kind of like gravel. So cutting this up is kind of like cutting gravel. So it takes a big knife, and I'll just keep working at this. First off, though, actually, even before I usually do that, I cut all the roots off with just a pair of loppers here, and get all that long root, and that'll be a big chunk of the product right there. It's kind of like shearing a sheep in a way. It's quite the hairdo. So I got to cut all that off, and then these I can pull apart with some effort. And then what I'll do then is first I got to cut off the last of the stems, and then a couple well-placed blows with the machete, I can get that broken up. Of course, then it'll get finished wash and it'll end up looking really nice. So this is Joe Pye weed. We have quite a bit of it growing. In the spring, I sell starts. I see that piece right there, all those buds. When that bit of root and that top, that's like a perfect start. I sell these to people for like $3. And you can plant it in your garden, and in 3 years you'll have one of these. That's how this thing started. A piece like that, 3 years later, big reward. Okay, well, you can do this in your own garden too, folks.